Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Yeah, what up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. So excited to be here with y'all today. Man, listen, it is whatever day of the week it is. Thursday. The most overlooked day of the week. But we are here to make sure that your Thursday is great. We are here to make sure that your day is fantastic. We are here to have a good time. We are here to have a good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. That is why the 70s may be the best era of all eras, because you knew that if something got funky, it was good. Right now, we ain't really ready for things to get funky. If something gets funky now, we get a little attitude. But back in the 70s, funky was as good as it could get. You couldn't get no gooder than funky. If something if it was a funky good time, woo, you could have a good time. But a funky good time, we're gonna have a funky good time. That was different. A funky good time was different. That's a different kind of time. How's everybody this morning, man? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm trying to just get used to being back on the shows, is getting things back and right. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cool. If you've been here before and you found it not robbery to come back, man, I appreciate you, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, man, and that means a lot to me. We're gonna have a heck of a show. I'm gonna get in, get out. I got things to do. I try not to hold y'all too long on the show. Just kind of give y'all a little bit of something and then get back up out of there. Give y'all a little something and get back up out of there. Now this show goes in a variety of directions. It usually ends up going left. I don't know how the left always happens, but it seems to end up going left at some point in time. We'll try to keep the left down today. We try to go not as left as normal. Not as left as normal. Got a couple of good little subjects today that I want to talk about, and then after that, I'm done. Now, the first thing that I do on this show, every show, is I speak to all the people that speak to me. If you found it in your heart that I was worthy of you saying good morning, the least I could do is say good morning back to you. So that's what I'm finna do. I'm gonna go ahead and say good morning right on back to those who said good morning to me. And of course, the first three people get the mythical morning medals, the M&M. So let me get those out real quick. The first one going to TT, Tiny and Tasty, Miss Crystal Pennell with the bronze medal. Good morning, TT. The silver medal this morning goes to IDA, Miss Ida Seaborn. Good morning. And the gold this morning goes to Miss Lena Tay Smith. Good morning, Miss Smith. Gold goes to Miss Lena Tay. Silver goes to IDA. And Crystal goes to TT. Hey, Frank A. Sachet. There you go. Also in here this morning is Jackie Brighton Riddick. Good morning. My man Chris Wilson representing for the fellas this morning. Will Burters in the building. Latoya. JD Don't Call Me Martin Luther the King. Big Denzel in the building. Big Denzel. Not Washington. Glover. Same thing. Rhonda Wiggins Brooks. Good morning. Charnel. Good morning. Tamicia. Good morning. So let's talk about a couple of subjects. I wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about current events. I wouldn't be me if I did not talk about current events. I got to talk about them. Current events is something that I do. I got to talk about current events. One of the biggest events that's out right now, which is bringing up a myriad of feelings, a myriad of public opinion, is the Norfolk State University hire of its football coach. Norfolk State University, good morning, Queen Honey. has recently hired his new football coach. If you are not familiar with the hire, Norfolk State University hired Michael Vick as their new head football coach. The direction of their football program now lies in his hands. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to tell you the honest and truth. I don't know how I feel about it. However, America has weighed in. America has weighed in on the Michael Vick situation. America is letting you know. And nothing has shown the separation betwixt Black America and white America like the hiring of Michael Vick as head football coach, Norfolk State University. Now, let's just go ahead and put this out there. Norfolk State University is a conundrum in itself. First of all, nobody knows how to say Norfolk State. The national media has had to cover Norfolk State. They've never even heard of it. They don't know where it is, even though it's in the name. Good morning, Tam. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, Dion. Even though Norfolk State is in the name of the school, you've been getting all kinds. Good morning, Miss Steels. All kinds of pronunciations. It's Norfolk State, Norfolk. They don't know how to do it. Somebody referred to the Spartan Legion Band as the Marching 500. Norfolk State has never been known as the Marching 500. Never. There's never been a day. Even if they reached 500 and only 500, they never called themselves the Marching 500. It has been referred to as the Spartan Legion. That is the name of the band. Somebody dropped the ball. And this was a black guy that dropped the ball. And he said it with pride. He was a Spartan, the Marching 500 of Norfolk State. Like that's not what it is. And people take pride in the name of their band. The University of Alabama has $1 million band. You got the Soul Machine in some schools. You just got lots of stuff. Michael Vick hiring has provided a conundrum that I'm not 100% sure. The Michael Vick hiring has provided a conundrum that I'm not 100% sure that we can come back from. At this point in time, I think that we've created a conundrum that is going to be hard. It's going to be hard to come back from the conundrum of what we created with the Michael Vick hire. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't mind it. I don't mind the hire. My reservations for them hiring Michael Vick are 100,000, 1,000,000% football related. 1,000,000% football related. I really believe that Norfolk State needs to advance its football program. We haven't had a program worthy of anything in about 12 years, I think they said. And I think we need to advance our football program to a point where it is a legitimate football program, where we are winning games on a consistent basis and doing what they should, right? Here's my thing. I don't know if he's the coach for that. And I'm going to tell you why. He ain't never coached. The man has never coached a football game in his life. Maybe he might play Madden. That's always exciting. He's never coached a football game in his life. So now what Norfolk State is doing, again, what I disagree with them doing is they are not being leaders. They are not leading. They are following. They are not being leaders in this. What they're trying to do is mimic the Michael Vick, the Deion Sanders situation. They just try to mimic the Deion Sanders. Who can we find that's famous to come and maybe push money, revenue? I believe it's a revenue-based decision over a football-based decision. If it was a football-based decision, I don't believe Michael Vick would be coach. There's no way he could come in there and interview and you ask him, what are you going to bring to the football program from your passes? But what is your experience? If I wanted to go be manager at IHOP, if I had been, he was not on the staff with Andy Reid. If I had been going to IHOP and I said, I want to be manager of this IHOP, and they're going to ask me, do you have any managerial experience? And if I come back and tell them I ain't even ever worked in a restaurant before, I ate a lot of places. I've eaten in restaurants all over the country, but I've never run a restaurant before. I've never managed. I don't know the difference between the front of the house and the back of the house. I doubt that I'll be able to get a job. The other thing that's really, really, really strange to me is the coach of Norfolk State University is considered a state employee, an employee of the state of Virginia. You are now a state employee. He will now become one of the highest paid state employees. One of the highest paid. One of the highest paid state employees in the state. And we can't even say he didn't check the box. I think anybody else that is going for a state job, if I want to become a state employee, if I want to work anywhere in the state, if I want to work in the EBT office, I want to work in the state system, one of the things that I'm almost a positive is that the first thing they're going to ask me, have you ever been convicted of a felony? And I'm going to dare say that in most, he would be disqualified from doing it. I know that in every school system in the 757, if you apply to be the head football coach at any high school, to work with any of the kids at any of the high schools in 757, if you put down, they're going to ask you, have you been convicted of a felony? If you put down yes, they are going to immediately tell you, you cannot work in our school. You can't work with our kids. Doesn't matter how long ago it was. Doesn't matter what year it happened. Doesn't matter what year it happened. You're not going to make it. You're not going to be able to work in the shipyard. You can't work in the Nova Naval shipyard. You are not able to work in the shipyard. I do believe that sometimes our decisions of our past prevent us from doing things in the future. Now, it's a conundrum because I believe that not all convicted felons are bad people. I think there's a lot of convicted felons who did something wrong. They had a bad decision and they are being constantly judged for the worst day of their life. Some people had really a simple situation. I've been good my whole life. 99.9% of my life, I've been an amazing individual. I got into one situation. It's changed my life forever. It happened, whatever that crime was, it was deemed a felony. I apologize. But now you're going to make everything in my life I can't do. It's weird, right? Snoops, I almost lost my career behind it in Newport News Shipyard. And now here's my thing. So this is where I also think where we are hypocritical. The hypocritical nature of human beings is fully on display when we start talking about this Michael Vick situation. I tell you why. Jackie, what you're saying right now is absolutely correct. Yes, so many people that said that should be a disqualifying thing for Trump to become president. There's no way he should ever become president. He has a felony. He's a convicted felon. Why is he being able to run? And people just were disgusted, lambasted it. They're like, oh, I'm talking about some of the same people who I heard say, man, give Vic a chance. There are people who I've heard say, this guy's a felon, and those same people, no, that happened a long time ago. Why is we holding on to it? Either we believe in don't hold on, or we believe in holding them to a standard. But I think the nature of human beings, it changes depending on whether you like the person. I think because generally speaking, we like Michael Vick. Everybody like, oh man, that's cool. Let him coach football. Now, you still have a whole lot of animal lovers who are getting on their posts. They are up in arms. I think this may be the first season of football at Nova State University where you see protests outside of the games. This will be the first season where you might see a bunch of Mayo people standing outside with signs protesting the game. Now, Peter said they don't care. Peter like, look, dog, he killed them a long time ago. We moving on. It's going to be some things that I don't think Michael Vick's going to be able to say. I don't think he's going to be able to go out and be like, I'm looking for football players that got that dog in them. I think that's going to be one of the things he ain't going to be able to say. He ain't going to be able to be like, he ain't going to be able to do it. He ain't going to be able to be like, yeah, man, I'm looking for players that got that dog in them. And they're like, hey. Not but Keith, we looking at it differently. Michael Vick wasn't convicted of just one felony. He was convicted of multiple felonies. He had multiple felony convictions. It wasn't just one. Billy D. Williams, I think, is a bad deal to hire him experience as a football player doesn't mean he can coach a team. It doesn't. Now, what I think is going to be smart, and I've talked to some inside people. He's going to try to hire some people around him that are great football minds. I think he's already hired one of the coaches from Elton Brown that was over at the apprentice school in Newport News. He's got good connections to the local community, all of that stuff. I don't think the job was a coaching job. That's what hurts me. I care about the football team in Norfolk State. I don't think the decision to hire Michael Vick was about the football program or coaching. It was 100% money driven. They saw that hiring Deion Sanders brought money to Jackson State. And they said, well, we want to be there too. We want to do that. Jackson State was on TV. They're on the news. Game day was there. All kinds of revenue came. And they wanted it. Now we got people. I'm telling you, my thing is strictly football. I don't care about anything else. If he does a great job, he puts a great staff together. I think in the football program, if we can get the football program winning games and get the revenue of people just coming to see, I think it's great. They got a casino coming over there to Norfolk. I think all that works. Now, here's my concern. Now everybody wants kids to be martyrs. I keep seeing all these adults saying, now the kids need to stay at home. I'm going to say this. What's going on, Benny? I'm going to say this. I'm going to find it difficult. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? As a high school football coach who got kids who are going to be seniors, I don't believe I would try to get a kid to go to Norfolk State just because Michael Vick is the coach. Everybody now is like, oh, now the local kids can stay here. The local kids don't have to go anywhere. The local kids. Norfolk State still has a long way to go as far as facilities, as far as money put into the program. That's what I want to see if Norfolk State is going to do now. Is Norfolk State going to put the millions of dollars that is necessary to making this program compete with the other programs? We got a young man in Portsmouth that's going to Penn State University. There's no way I could, in good conscience, go and try to convince that young man not to go to Penn State over Norfolk State. Can't do it. The NIL money is not there at Norfolk State as of yet. And it may be a process. It's a process. The NIL money is not there. The facilities are not there. If you take a kid from here and you let him go and visit Georgia, you let him go visit Alabama, LSU, Penn State, Ohio State, you let him go in a locker room that they got a waterfall in the locker room. You got a LED screen with your name on it, cushioned seats with vibration in your locker. And then you going to go ask me to come to a school that barely has a locker room? I can't do that in good conscience. We're talking about, and we be like, well, Mike can help him get to the pros. This is a different ball game. Let me tell you from a position of a guy that's currently coaching football compared to a person watching from the outside. This is not 1972. It is not 1972 when only certain coaches can get you into the pros. This is not that day. Anybody get you to the pro. Let me tell you something. Liberty University is sending kids to the pros. Liberty University. You tell me a time when anybody knew anything about Liberty University football. If you could play in the time of huddle with these video cameras, with all of this stuff, you don't need your coach is not necessary. No longer is it about, hey man, coach, what you say? Now you got a few coaches whose name carry weight. They starting to fall off, but most of those coaches, Lackawanna Junior College. People that don't coach or haven't don't see the big picture with these kids and all that goes with it. They don't. And I'm not mad at y'all for looking from the outside in. Let me also tell y'all something second. Oh, ticket sales are going to go through the roof because we're going to have a whole lot of people that's looking for no reason. Ticket sales are going to go through the roof. I can't take away the financial aspect. Financial aspect is going to be different. It's going to be different financially. But will ticket sales be enough to afford us all the other things that they need? Norfolk State needs at least $100 million in facilities. At least $100 million. I'm just off the top of my head. We can't keep getting dressed in Gill Gym and Eccles Hall. They need at least $100 million in facilities. I get people are going to come to the games. Who are the boosters in North State boosters? We can't get nobody to join the Alumni Association. Now, what I think that Michael Vick will be able to do is all the kids that were on the cusp. He may not be able to get the 5-star and the 4-star kid from here. Maybe not even a 3. But that 2-star kid that's going somewhere else, that 2-star kid that would take his talent somewhere else, I think they will come to North State. I think we have a shot at getting a lot of those kids. And again, football-wise, that's all that matters to me. Football-wise, I think that's what matters. Because I think a lot of people, we make these decisions. We got a lot of older people who are on the board who made those choices to make the hire. Got a lot of older people, a lot of guys that don't know football, who are not in contact with these kids. If I could be honest with y'all, if I could be 100% honest with y'all, and there's a couple of other football coaches up here, kids playing football today don't idolize Michael Vick. We are almost a generation away from that. The kid that's playing football right now is going to have to go back and look at Michael Vick highlights. The kids that are now, no sir, Jay. Ain't no way, Jay. Ain't no way the 4 stars coming here. Kids today love Lamar Jackson. They don't even know Michael Vick. Lamar Jackson idolized Michael Vick. This generation of kids, Michael Vick is an old guy. They're going to have to go and look up film of Michael Vick. There's no more telling situation than when Jason Kidd, an all-time great basketball player, was coaching the Dallas Mavericks, coaching them, pro basketball. These are hoopers. He was coaching the Dallas Mavericks. The players on the Mavericks had no idea that Jason Kidd played basketball. They didn't even know that their coach was an all-time great. Dream team. They had no idea. This is a different generation of kids. What we did was the equivalent of saying, we're going to put Jay-Z as the head of our band program because Jay-Z will bring more kids to play music. Unfortunately, today's kids don't listen to Jay-Z. We realize how great Jay-Z is. We realize how amazing Jay-Z is. We would have to get one of the littles. We would have to get a young something. That's what they see. That's what the kid now sees. The kid now doesn't look up to Jay-Z. The kid now don't know. The kid don't know. We know because Jay-Z's popular to us. Oh, today Crystal Sex Appeal's birthday. Good morning. Good morning. I don't think that we're going to get the 4-star. 2, we're going to get some stars. We'll get an occasional 3 and some 2s. Now, fortunately for us, an occasional 3 and some 2s is enough to win the MEAC. Occasional 3 and some 2s is enough to win the MEAC. But we need to get some we need to get $100 million at least. People understand Deion being able to flip Travis Hunter is not going to happen for a 5-star QB in Vic. And really, you got to remember, Denzel, go back and watch the speech that Travis Hunter gave. Deion did not flip Travis Hunter. Shador flipped Travis Hunter. Deion did not flip Travis Hunter. Shador flipped Travis Hunter. Second thing that I'm concerned about, if we can be honest. Now, we can get some of those guys who didn't make it at other schools that'll come back. And that I agree with that, John Nate. I agree with that. Here's the other thing that I'm concerned about. Sometimes we got to think about these kids. Again, I'm saying this from a position of a guy that coaches ball. I love these kids that coaches balls in it. Coaches balls. I don't. That's not something that I do. I don't. What they do with their balls is their business. I am not about ball coaching. I coach football in this area. One of the things that I think is key for a lot of these guys is that we get them out of here. It's key for a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys that are playing, they are but 10 seconds away, one connection away from going the wrong way. A lot of these guys that we see, if you are coaching, you see a lot of these kids, these athletes that you like, if I could just get them away from Pookie Man and Mutt Mutt. If I could get them away from Pookie Man and Mutt Mutt, it's going to change his entire life. I can guarantee you there have been some kids that we have seen who have gone away from the 757, gotten away from some of the negative influences in this area. They gotten away from Pookie Man and Nut Nut. And now that's a completely different kid. You can see in their eyes, they are teetering on the line. They need to get away. We can't expect every kid from here. We can't expect every kid from here to stay here. The other thing we can't do is don't everybody go and hope that he's going to take all the coaches from the high schools. We barely have enough qualified coaches coaching high school football. There's barely any good coaches. Everybody like, oh, he need to go get the coaching staff from Maury. He need to go get the coaching staff from Phoebus. He does not. He needs to let the coaching staff from Maury stay at Maury. The coach staff from Phoebus stay at Phoebus. Let those guys now. If those coaches want to move up, I agree. However, don't go and poach all these high schools that they're good coaches, because now we're gonna no longer have any guys developing any kids here. If you go look in Alabama, Georgia, California, all those places, Texas, that have these pipelines of kids going, is because they have high quality coaches at the high school level that the college coaches ain't touching. Let them continue developing these kids so that these kids are able to come and play at a high level when they get to high school. Got to. Leave them alone. Leave these coaches alone. Let these guys continue to coach. Now, if it has always been the desire, I'm never one to stop the progress of a young man. If the coaches at Maury, if they wanted to go and they wanted to go coach at the high school, at the college level, I say let them go. And the coaches at Oscar Smith want to go coach at the college level, I say let them go. I'm never going to hold nobody back, but I also don't believe he should go poaching coaches. That's all I got to say about that. Now, last thing I'm going to say is, Norfolk State people, stop acting entitled. And I'm a Norfolk State people. I'm an alumni of the Norfolk State University. I uphold the green and gold. We can't make statements like, if you didn't care about our school before, don't care now. That's dumb. We need you to care. Even if you didn't care before, come on in. Be new to the caring experience. Because if you did that's the problem. We didn't have enough people supporting before, and that's why we had to go out and make this financial decision to hire Michael Vick. If you didn't care before and you care now, welcome. We welcome you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Bring your dollars to buy some jerseys. The situation has changed. We need a layman. You think Colorado was out there talking about something? If you didn't support Colorado football before, don't support Colorado football now? No, sir. We welcome you. Hallelujah. Your money too. Bring it. Chapel Hill hired Bill Belichick. Now, I don't understand that decision, but we also know Bill Belichick has won numerous Super Bowls, so that's a little bit different. Michael Vick is not coached at all, ever. Now, Bill Belichick is also a 77,000-year-old white man, so it's a little bit different. Let these people come. Let these people come. No, and people have to come. We can't make no money if they don't come. Come on here. Come on in the room. Yeah. Come on in the room. It's a short-sighted vision. I'm going to tell you why I know. I've been to multiple University of Alabama football games. The Alabama Crimson Tide is still my favorite football team. I support North State football, but my favorite team is still Alabama Crimson Tide. I roll Tide all the way through. I've been to the Roll Tide games. I've never been to class in Alabama. Never attended. Out of when they had their games on campus, 105,000 people in the stadium. There's another 105,000 people outside. 105,000 people outside, 105,000 people in the stadium. They're able to sell those tents for the tailgating. People set up TVs. They have catering, all kinds of stuff. It's a great experience if you ever gone. 105,000 outside, 105,000 inside. Out of that 200,000 people, I guarantee you about 30,000 of them went to college. If you ever been to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, you know that is not a town full of people who went to college. You ever been to Alabama? Alabama is not one of the most educated states in America. Them folk ain't go. Them folk ain't go to college. Let them come on through here. They accept your money with open arms. No, that's North State's problem. That sounds like a us problem. If you knew you couldn't support bigger crowds, then don't hire a coach that's going to bring bigger crowds. You better have a meeting today. Y'all better start figuring it out today. Start figuring it out today. Virginia Tech didn't hire Billy D. If I can say this openly and honestly, somebody's going to get mad when I make this comment. But it's the only truth that I'm going to say. Virginia Tech didn't hire Michael Vick because they're not desperate. Virginia Tech did not have the desperation. Virginia Tech did not feel like we got to do something to boost the economy of our school. They game selling out. Virginia Tech still making plenty. Virginia Tech making plenty of money on their football program. They ain't worried about it. They did not need Michael Vick. Virginia Tech did not hire him because they did not need him. Now, if Michael Vick is successful at Norfolk State, he can get through all the scrutiny, all of that stuff of being head coach in Norfolk State and put a winning program on the field. And Virginia Tech finds itself in a way, Virginia Tech will reach out and they will come poach him. But why did they need to lose? For Virginia Tech, that was a losing proposition. Hiring Michael Vick would have been a loss for Virginia Tech. There was nothing for them to gain by hiring Michael Vick in any way. Why make him an assistant coach? You're going to go through all that media scrutiny for your assistant coach? No, sir. Nah, we will not. They got high quality white money out there in Virginia Tech. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And that's just the facts. They did not hire Michael Vick at Virginia Tech because they were not desperate. Virginia Tech wasn't desperate. North State was desperate. We coming off of multiple years of losing program, a football program that is not providing enough money or not making money at the way that we think that it could. And we need it. We need it. We need to do it. Listen, the program needs the money. If you go back again, people on the outside looking in don't know. Most football programs in the NCAA lose money on football. Football is not the revenue program that you think it is. That's why whenever you see a school say, when we making cuts to the athletic program, the first thing that they make is cuts to the football program. Football program always the first one to go. At the time of hire, salary-wise, let's just talk about salary-wise. Salary-wise, let's look at what we would have to make. That y'all don't know the financial that is going to take North State to keep Michael Vick there. I ain't seen the man's contract. I don't know what it is yet. I got some inside sources. I ain't even asked them. I didn't want to know. I don't be in another man's pocket. Now, if you go out and you publish it, then that's a different story. The head coach at ODU, located 10 minutes across town from North State. The head coach at ODU, 10 minutes across town, was making $750,000 a year, which is still low when you start talking about college football. $750,000 a year. The offensive coordinator at ODU is making $250,000 a year. He's not the head coach. The offensive coordinator at ODU is making $250,000 a year. That was the salary. Norfolk State's head coach salary was about $240,000. Three times the amount less, 300% less than what ODU's coach was getting. Now, that's the other thing hiring Michael Vick can do now. That local kid who went to ODU because they felt like it was a more prestigious program. It's FBS, not FCS. We different. That kid may say, "Oh, I'll go to Norfolk State." They got to build the facilities. First of all, we got to have a better practice facility. North State's practice facilities is high schoolish. Don't blame me. I'm just gonna be here telling the truth. We got high school practice facility. You're gonna have to make a way. You're gonna have to be creative. Now, if you want to go and turn where our practice facility is into a whole practice complex, completely different. There's land there. You might have to tear something down to build something up. But there's space. You might have to tear something down to build something up, but there is space. You shouldn't be practicing in the stadium, Justice. You will not find another Division I program that's competing at a high level that practices in their football stadium. You're destroying your field. There's land to do it. You may have to tear down, rebuild. You may have to go through a whole process. I hate to say it. You might have to tear Gill Gym down. Gill Gymnasium may have to be torn down and repurposed. It can be done. There are engineers with bigger brains than mine. It can be done. And see, Justin is there. Justin, I know you work on campus. Justin sees the football team and the things that they have going on. I got to talk about current events. This is where I'm at now. Now, a lot of people don't want to give any room to the naysayers. Yeah, Gill Gym is old. Gill Gym, 9,000 years old. Gill Gym was old when I graduated. I graduated in 2000, and Gill Gym was old then. Few years they practice on the band field. Listen, there's room. The space in between the baseball field and the stadium, there's room. You can take them outside basketball courts down, take them down, move that parking lot, all that. There's plenty of room. Gill Gym was old when they built it. And like, we're going to go ahead and build this new old gym. Like, people don't even know it's a pool in there. You got to realize, that's another thing we ain't thought about. Where people going to park? Now we talking about an influx of people coming into Norfolk State games to park where? Y'all better get a shuttle from MacArthur Mall. Ain't nothing else being done in MacArthur Mall. And listen, Denzel, that's a great point. We talk about years of change. Does Vic last that long? If he does really well, he's gone. If he does bad, he's gone. We talking about years of change. What's happening with that football program is more than just a one hire situation. It is a change of mindset of the people at the top who are saying we are now making a dedication to our football program to make our football program great. They haven't even made the dedication, and I'm going to be 1,000% honest. They haven't even made the dedication to the basketball program that they should be making. And the basketball program has been getting them a lot of national attention and winning games. You should do that. Be ready to go. You got to be able to be patient enough. Remember, Jackson State won absolutely nothing with Deion. They never won the Celebration Bowl. They did not win it. They didn't win any championship. They didn't win a Black National Championship. They didn't win it until Deion left. The next coach came in. They got a football guy in there. Not saying that Deion's not. I'm just telling you, there's questions to me about Deion's coaching acumen. Deion has done a great job of trying to surround himself with pro coaches and guys who know it. But Deion was doing daddy ball. Deion was coaching to get his son, both his sons, Shador and the one that and Travis. He's trying to get his sons into the pros. Deion, some could say Deion underachieved at Colorado. Deion had arguably the two best offensive players in the country on his team. The best defensive player in the country didn't make the college playoff. Lost a lot of games. You take Shador Sanders and Travis Hunter and put those guys in Georgia. I won't even use Alabama because it's my team. Y'all will say I'm being biased. You put them in Georgia, you put them in LSU, you put them anywhere else. Those guys are – Shiloh is not his son. He don't care about Shiloh. You put those guys in where Shiloh – if you watch football, Shiloh is not a talent. Shiloh plays, he's not a talent. Shiloh probably will get drafted real low if he gets drafted at all. And he'll get drafted because his last name is Shiloh. Got a 5-star left tackle, probably, but he's a freshman. He's a freshman. I don't expect a whole lot out of him. You take those guys and you put those guys in the SEC on the SEC. First of all, you put Travis Hunter in the SEC, he's not playing on both sides of the ball. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You put him in the SEC, he's a phenomenal athlete. You put him in the SEC, he's not playing on both sides of the ball. He's not playing on both sides of the ball. I guarantee it. John A., he's not a hammer. He misses more tackles than he makes, and he can't cover if you gave him a blanket. Travis Hunter doesn't play on both sides of the ball in the SEC. There's no way. There's no way. You put him at Georgia, and you ask him to go check Ryan Williams. He ain't got time and energy to be going playing offense. And you go put him on offense, and the guys that's playing defense against him is beating his high pots. There's no way he's playing both ways in the SEC. It's cute in the Big 12. Ain't no guys. Name me a wide receiver from the Big 12. I'll wait. In fact, name me a top flight receiver that Travis Hunter shut down. He played one. The 2 years of high-level football that he played against one. Roman Duzier, whatever the boy's name from Washington, and that boy ate his lunch. Still a phenomenal athlete. I don't think he should have won the Heisman, but he's a phenomenal athlete. I think Ashton Genty, what he did with teams focusing on him and he playing running back where he's getting hit every play, I think that's your Heisman Trophy winner. But that's it. That's all I got to say about that. He didn't play against the kid from Arizona. Remember, they didn't play against the kid from Arizona, though. I would have loved to have seen it, Justin. He didn't get to play against that kid. I guarantee you that kid would have ate his lunch. I don't think he should have won the Heisman, but the Heisman it's a publicity thing. You can win the Heisman and not truly be the best player in college. When Baker Mayfield won it, he didn't do it. I don't think they played Zona, and I think when they played Zona, he didn't check him. I'm going to, and I could be wrong. I thought that they didn't play Arizona this year. They started with Nebraska, Colorado State, Baylor, UCF, Kansas State. Oh, they did play Arizona. But I think that was the game that he was out. Let's see what happens. Yeah. The kid didn't play. The receiver didn't play against Arizona. A kid named Hunter caught the receiving touchdown against in the Arizona game. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're here to talk about. The women are getting impatient. The women are getting impatient. We'll talk about something else. So we're talking about we are now less than a week away from Christmas. We are 6 days away from Christmas. That's less than a week. We should be on Christmas. I want to talk about something that I did to my kids yesterday. And yeah, he didn't play that game. He was hurt. I want to talk about something I did to my kids yesterday. And I want y'all to remember this. When you get in a relationship with somebody, you got to deal with them for life. That's whether you were a parent-child relationship, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, you got to deal with them life. Unfortunately, my kids have me for a dad. My level of dedication to some stuff is crazy. Out of nowhere yesterday. I made the decision to play hide and go seek. The problem my kids have, I didn't tell them that I was playing hide and go seek. I just decided to go hide. And I think that's one of the things that keeps it spicy. I think if you got a relationship, husbands, parents, do this something every now and again. Just play a sudden game of surprise hide and go seek. Just go hide. That's what I did yesterday. Got in my room, I hid. Now, I don't ever make my bed up. I don't believe in it. The covers will be everywhere. So it was a perfect hiding space. The covers were pressed against the headboard. I got up underneath the headboard and hid myself. Not under the headboard, under the covers at the top of the headboard. I was there. 45 minutes I hid. 45 minutes. 45 minutes I was hidden. They out there calling me, Daddy, nothing. Calling me, calling my phone, nothing. It was great. It was a great time. They texted me. I'm texting them clues, but I'm also texting them clues so that they don't know where I'm at. I'm like, it's raining outside. So they like, well, Daddy must be outside. Then they go and look, both of my cars is outside. So they like, well, both of his cars is out there. I know Daddy's not walking in the rain. Completely confusing. Yeah, but did you tell Marie? You didn't tell her? Love it. I love it. Get out there. Don't tell your kids nothing. Just play a random game of hide and go seek. Now, my next goal is I'm going to play a random game of freeze tag. I'm not even going to tell them that we're playing freeze tag. They're going to come in, they're going to touch me, and I'm going to just freeze. I'm just going to freeze up. And the only reason they were able to find me because I fell asleep. I was so dedicated to hiding that I fell asleep and started snoring. That was it. No, they had my location. I was like, they got my location. They checked the location. They were like, he's in the house. It says he's in the house, but they looking, they don't see me. It was a great time. Wait till I get my mansion. Oh, when I get my mansion, dirty work. I'm hiding in the part of the mansion ain't nobody been in. Let her call 911. You got to surprise them. Make them think you having a stroke. Let one of your kids come in and touch you and just. But you can't come out of it immediately. You got to just stand there still. Make them ask a few times, what's wrong? What's wrong? Then you be like, I'm playing freeze tag. I can't, I'm playing freeze tag. And you got to let them have. That's what you got to do. You got to be able to do that. Ladies, let me ask you this. If your man did stuff like that, how would you feel? If you was married to a man or in a relationship with a man who played sudden games of freeze tag or hide and go seek without even telling you, how would you feel? Fellas, the same thing. If your ladies would do that, how would you feel? That's going to keep them on your toes. I think that's a child or a spouse that's prepared for any situation. Just sit there. Did y'all see how still I was? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the level of... I'm almost positive I could be a professional freeze tag player. I'm working on my pickleball game, but I think I could be a professional. Just freeze tag player. I'm on it. I am on it. I'm on it. Speaking of pickleball, I thought the stream froze. Exactly. That's how good I am. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. I would first think he's dumb, but I would join in and it would be constant. Yeah, I think that's it. At first, you gotta be like, what is this? You gotta be like, what is this? Oh, cut the lights out to play laser tag. That's dope. But everybody's in on that. You got to play surprise games, Snoop. You got to nobody be in on it. Now, if I cut off all the lights and I start going pew, 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 that's a surprise laser tag game. That's it. All right, here's my last question. Then I'm getting ready to get out of here. How competitive are you? Will you allow your competitive nature to become disrespect? How competitive are you? Now, I fell asleep playing hide and go seek because I was not going to lose. Even though they didn't know I was playing, I wasn't going to lose. But here's my thing. How competitive are you? I really enjoy playing pickleball. I try to get everybody to play. I don't care who you are. I want everybody to play. I want y'all to get better and beat me, push me, make me play better, all of that kind of stuff. I enjoy playing pickleball. Right now, it's my favorite sport to play. I can't play football like I used to. I play one game of football, I'm out for 6 months. That's it. I pulled my hamstring week 3 of the football season playing with the kids. I won't good for the rest of the year. I ain't walk right for a week. I can't play it at the level I used to. I can't play basketball at the level that I used to. I can still play. I've become an old man on the basketball court. I'm shooting a jumper. And I may or may not get back on defense. I can play half court basketball all day. You talking about running, playing full court? Hey, y'all got it. It's not for me. Now, pickleball, I'll play it for hours. I'll play every day if you let me. I'll play pickleball every day, all day if you let me. What happened was the other day, I went up to my own church. Oh, I like that. Make you want to fight competitive. No, sir. That's my thing. I love that energy. I love that. Make me want to have to mail. Yeah, because that pushes me to play better. That's the kind of competitive that I like. That don't want to lose. Yes. I'll bring all out all the time. The only way I can get better. If you want to know people like, I just play to have fun. Carry that. I don't need it. I went to my church to play pickleball the other day. And my pastor was there. Bishop was there. Bishop's up in age a little bit. He's up in age a little bit. He and his wife were there playing. And I thought that I need to take it easy on them. You know, the older people, you know, they're not as good as I am. And then somebody told me, no, don't take it easy on Elder and Bishop. Do you take it easy on them anyway? Like, you can spike the ball. Like, pickleball, one of the best things to do is you can spike the ball. Spike the ball on them. They put that ball up high. You spike it. Put it in their face. Put it in their face. I wouldn't do it. And then I had numerous opportunities to do it, but I wouldn't do it. I'm like, I could really make this bad. Now, Bishop was competitive, but I was more skilled than Bishop. I knew I had him. I could have my pause. I could have my way with Bishop on the pickleball court. Now, I can't out preach him. All right, you said nope. All right, well, I'm gonna let him have it. Next time I go play, I'm going in. I'm going for the jugular. I even went to a couple of the games. Like, I think the first game we played, pickleball games go to 11. I think we won 11-1. It was like 11-1. We beat them. I was like, we beat them 11-1, and they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, nobody loses like that in here. Usually the game's real competitive." So I tried to do that. Like, I think I won every game I played. But the next few games, I even let the other team get the lead. Like, one of the games, I think it was 10-5. I was losing 10-5. Then we came back to win like 14-12. We done went in. We was like, all right, we good? Went ahead and shut it down. That's what we did. I'm just asking, is it disrespectful? Will I go to hell for spiking on my pastor? Snoop, let me go to Bibles and basketball. I'm going to tell you right now, if I get Pastor Mike in the paint, it ain't going to be pretty. I'm finna work him. I'm finna give him that work. I'm finna get Pastor Mike, go to Bibles. I'm going to Bibles and basketball. We've had Bibles and basketball on Saturdays at the Mount Portsmouth. If you ever get a chance to come out, it's exactly what it says, basketball, Bible. We do some Bible study and they play basketball. If Pastor Mike, if he switch and he end up on me in the paint, it's a wrap. I'm putting these points on him. I'm trying to dunk on him. I would dunk on my pastor. I'm talking about balls on the chin. Yeah, on your pastor, you got to do it. I think you solidify your place in hell, but I think you got to do it. I think if you on that fast break and your pastor is coming through and he playing defense, you got to give him the business. You got to give him the business. Yeah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Any of them. Get in here. Get his work. Because this is what I feel like. I feel like sports is the one place where you can take all your aggressions out. He preached too long on Sunday. Get the business. His tithing rate is too high. He getting his business. Dunk on your pastor. That's like anytime I see, like, they had a pastor, like you have a church carnival and they put the pastor in the dunk tank. I'm Dwight Gooden. I'm throwing a ball at that dunk tank. He's got to go. The passer's got to be dunked. Every time. I've held my tongue for too long. All right. Today's word of the day is requite. Requite. To requite is to give or do something in return for something that another person has given or done, or for the benefit or service that has been provided. Sam was worried that the feelings she expressed on her date were not requited, but was relieved and overjoyed to learn that they were. Requite, that means to give it back. Reciprocity. To requite is to give or do something in return for the something that someone else has given or done. Requite. Requite. It was a good day, man. It was a great Thursday. Oh, let me play spades with him. I'm telling y'all now. The last cruise I went on, I had people stopping to watch. That's how much trash I talk. Like, I will talk trash at a level that'll make you not want to play cards no more. Win or lose. Win or lose. Listen, the cards ain't the only thing that's gonna get cut if I'm playing spades. That's all I'm saying. The cards ain't the only thing. And I can't stand. Let me tell y'all something right now. And there's some people out there like this, and I'm talking directly to you. Don't you be one of those. I just play spades to have fun. It's not what this is about. Spades is life or death. You don't get on this spade table talking about I'm just here to have fun. You better come. You better be playing. If you get on this table, mother, sister, brother, whatever, you get on this spade table, you put that 13 cards in your hands. From that time, I'm trying to take you to Boston. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to take you to Boston. And no topic is off limits. It's all about dimes and Bostons for me. Going 7 don't mean nothing. I'm refusing to go board. And I'm going to tell you off the top, I'm not going board because we ain't playing against nobody. Not playing. I'm not playing. Not playing that. Uno is for losers. We ain't got time for Uno's a game of chance. Look, we out here playing skill game. And don't be a grown-up and learn how to play bid whist. Boy, come over here on this bid whist table if you want to. You thought I made you feel bad over there on the spades table. Bid whist table, I made you feel bad because I'm going to set you without us even playing a book. Once you make your bid, I'm going to tell you how ridiculously stupid that was for you to bid. You bet a 5 what? A 5 low? Sit down, shut up. You set. Throwing those three cards out and you're done. Oh. I ain't even worried about it. Let me calm down. My heart was a flutter. Don't be out there playing cards. If you want to play for fun, go play fish. Play Uno, Old Maid. Those are fun games. But when you come over here, the Luther's Janitorial, completely different. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. Let's have a fantastic time this Friday. I'm appalled. You out there playing children's games, Fernita. Grow up. Yeah, I said it. Grow up. Uno is my game. Ain't no skill to Uno. Y'all don't have no skill. Y'all ain't no real Uno players. Grow up. When you get tired of playing over at the children's table, come over here with the grown-ups. Play some spades, some whist. Play on your phone for fun. But when you get around real people, it's different. Thank y'all for tuning in this Thursday, man. I'm going to be back tomorrow, man. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Try to be a little bit better than I was today. Quick exit today, man. Hey, enjoy the day. You know what I say about Thursday? Don't let it be an overlooked day, man. There's value in every day. There's value in Thursday. There's value in you. Be valuable, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time, man. Try to make somebody feel good today. That somebody just happens to be. Check y'all out again. Out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton's Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy Show. Yeah. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy Show.
All right, tag you it.